Hey everybody, I hope you guys are doing good. I hope everybody had a happy Halloween. I had some good times. I was out singing karaoke all weekend. So that's something I love to do. So yeah, had a good time anyways. But I hope you guys did. Hope you guys had fun getting the kids out trick or treating and all that. I know that's a lot of fun. Hope you guys got to enjoy some time in the outdoors. I'm going to be doing my giveaway tonight too, by the way, for the catfish weight guesstimation. I'm just going to wait a little bit for some people to get on. Hey Malik, how you doing? Just going to be waiting a little bit so I can make sure people are on. So hopefully the people that won will be on because I've already got them picked out. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. But yeah, it's been a pretty fun week. I haven't hunted in a couple days because we've had. Hey Rich, how you doing, buddy? We've had 40-mile-an-hour winds for the past 2 days, so it's just been insane. And hey, Scott, how's it going, man? Glad you joined in. But yeah, the 40-mile-an-hour winds are not my cup of tea, especially for sitting out in the woods. So it's been a rough couple days, and today we got snow, which I'm fine for that. Hey, sis, how you doing? Hey, Jack. Yep, but the snow, I don't mind the snow, especially for tracking deer. It's always a plus. Make sure if you're watching this and you enjoy every Sunday, hit that thumbs up button because I'm going to keep on popping up every Sunday. So I really love talking to all y'all. You guys are great. But I had fun. Friday, I went out hunting, and I'll tell you, I'm kind of bummed. I screwed up. I bought a pop up blind recently, just a small, real cheap one. Which I tell you, it's painful because I'm sitting on a dang. Hey, how's it going, man? I'm sitting on a milk crate, and they're not the best for your back, not at all. And yeah, because the thing's too short for a chair, so I should have went with the next style up. Hey, June, how you doing, buddy? Yep, I bought one of them little pop ups, but it was nice because I seen a total. I had 26 deer out at one time the other day, all at once. And the worst part is I had the camera on my head, right? Here I'm sitting in this little pop-up blind. I didn't realize that the window is down here. The camera was up here. So nothing got seen. I mean, it wasn't really a big deal because the deer were all, I don't know, 60 to 100 yards out. So you know how that camera is. It wouldn't have showed up very well anyways. But it was just the matter of fact that I didn't get to get any of it on camera. And there was a doe fight right in front of me, which that's always cool. The does got right up on their hind end and started kicking each other. So I thought I had it on camera, but I didn't. I'm going to set up a special camera holder in that pop up. I'll put like a post or something in there I can bolt it to, and hopefully then I can get some. Your dad's got that hat, huh? That's one of my favorite ones, the one with the buck on it. Yeah, I've got lots of hats, guys. If you guys want a hat, just get a hold of me. Oh yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. Yep. I've been feeling better the past week, so I've been out hunting as much as possible and just enjoying everything. And then of course chasing them burbot the other day. I plan on doing that again this week. So for those of you that enjoyed that episode, I'm actually going to have a mixed episode. It's going to be burbot, and I'm actually going to be targeting whitefish as well the same day. So hey, how's it going, Kim? Hope you're doing good, buddy. Nice to see you from Ohio. Thank you very much. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. It's funny. Before all this, I really had no. I wasn't very good with computers, so you'd be amazed really at how far I've come in the past couple years with just playing with all this. But I'm trying my best, and yeah, I'm just glad you guys like it. So yeah, I really am. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna target them burbot again because they are the best eating fish, hands down. For those of you that don't have them in your state, I'm sorry because they're just awesome. And I'm telling you, it's worth a drive up north just to get into some because you'll never eat another fish like that. It's just incredible. Yeah, I was actually thinking about doing that with the hole. I was thinking that the other day because I have an ice fishing chair, just a short one, and it would have been a lot nicer. No, whitefish are definitely up there too. They're probably in my top 5 fish to eat. I love them. Same with Menominee. They're one of my favorites too. Hey, Ruby, people want to see you. Come here. Come here. Come on. You got to get on camera. She's a lot bigger than she looks. She's my big baby, but there's Ruby. Yep, here we are. Me and her took a big old nap today. She got my glasses. Thank you. I'm glad you like them, Brian. It won't be too long, and we're going to be nailing the Saginaw. Actually, I'm guessing probably just a few weeks I'll be heading back down, so it's going to be a blast. Yeah, Ruby's she's a big dog. It's funny. A lot of people that meet her in person, they say, she looks so small in pictures, but she's a big dog. She's my big girl. Yeah, she's a good little pup. I treat her like a puppy, so she thinks she's a puppy. That's the way it's going to stay. Yeah, but I hope you guys are all enjoying your week. I hope some of you got out and did some outdoorsy stuff. I know I've been seeing a lot of really good buck pictures on Facebook, so it's getting me antsy. I did see the buck that I missed in that video. I've seen him twice again now. I'll tell you, he looks even better every time I see him. And the other day he came out with an even bigger buck. So there's, I've got another one on my hit list now that's even better. So pretty excited. And I've got another game plan too, to where I've been watching where they've been coming out of, and I might set right up to where hopefully they'll be right on me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. This is the mighty Thor. For those of you that haven't met Thor, he's just a little old man. He's kind of shy. He's camera shy. But he's a Chiweenie. But yeah, the burbot, though, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was, I had a blast. That was, the fight is insane because they're almost like a snake. So, when I was reeling those things in, every now and then I think I lost it because it would be down there just curling and that rod would bounce. And yep, your little buddy's right here. Hey, man, how's it going? Oh, yeah, that buck, he was great. And like I said, I've seen him twice now again, and he just keeps looking better. But there is another better buck, and they're hanging out together as of right now. I'm sure they're going to be fighting in the next couple days. And I'm hoping I can get some fights on video because that's always exciting. I need to get me a better camera, though, as far as for some distance shots because, obviously that GoPro is not very good for that. Yeah, I know. I got to get them on camera for sure. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Caseville, I've read up on it, and that's supposed to be a really good spot. So I actually want to take a trip down there and film too. Hey, sis. Oh, it's all good. But yeah, Caseville is supposed to be one of the top in the state, and I have a couple other spots figured out too that, because like I said in my video, I did my research on burbot because I'd never caught them before. Before that day, I'd never caught one, so that was really just an awesome time for me. And it was funny, when I went into the bait store to get the bait, they've got a new guy working there. I can't remember his name, but I went in there and I told him what I'm after, and he's like, "Oh, well, they're not biting that good. There's the other day one guy had one chase it up and that was it, so don't get discouraged because they're really not getting them that much." And then, I get down there and I catch 5 and I lose one, and I had so many hits. It was just unreal. I didn't want to leave the dock. So yeah, he didn't know what he was talking about, but I did my research. I knew what they wanted to hit. Hey, my ginger buddy's on. I knew what those burbot wanted to bite. I knew what I had to do to get them. I wanted to find some smelt because from everything I've researched, smelt is one of your best bets to get into those burbot. If you can find some frozen smelt, even I couldn't find any up here anywhere. I called all the stores. They had some in Alpena, which I might just make the trip here soon to get some because I'd like to try that. But the other day I was just using walleye minnows. I had one shad in my bucket that just got mixed in there, which I love shad for bait. So I hooked him on, and he actually caught my first burbot. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, Muskegon Lake's a pretty cool lake. I've never fished it this time of year, though. I fished it in the summer. I enjoyed that. Yeah, that mud puppy, that blew my mind, man. It was so funny. I could have swore it was a little baby burbot, and then yeah, burbot is a fish though, Malik. It's a if you watch my previous fishing episode, you'll see and it's actually a really good eating fish. They're more like an eel. They're pretty neat looking. But I also catch a mud puppy in that episode, which is like a really big salamander kind of. Yeah, don't forget to smash that like button if you guys enjoy chatting with me on here. I know every week, I've had some of my buddies tell me, I really like getting on there just to see what people want to chat about and ask questions. And it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. It's more fun than I even imagined it would be. I love talking with you guys. So yeah, the shad, it's kind of weird. We don't really, that's something that we don't have much of up here. So the fact that I got one accidentally in my minnow bucket was just a plus. And when I seen that, I really wanted to try it. I am not in the UP. I'm in the Upper Mitten. If you know where, well, I thought we talked about it. I think we're almost directly across from each other, actually, in the state. I am up by Alpena, kind of. I'm between Harrisville and Alpena. So I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere, but I love it that way. And I think you guys are like directly across. Yeah, hand for the map. That's right. Yep, I'm like right up here. Yeah, the dead smelt trick though. That's what I want to try, and I was told to even step on them, to get some squish out of them. Which that's what I was doing with those minnows. I was actually kind of squishing them up, and when I threaded them on, I didn't care about squishing them because that's just puts the scent out there more. Yeah, I do on yeah, every when I go out to do karaoke and stuff, I'll have a beer or something. Oh yeah, Susan's actually going to go out and do some fishing with me this week too. She hasn't fished with me, and well, she was in that catfish episode with her and Anna, so it'll be nice to get out with her. I'm gonna try and get her on her first burbot, so hopefully we can do that. All right, there's 22 of you on here, so hopefully the winners are on. I'm gonna mention now who won, and I'm gonna tell the weights. All right, for those of you that didn't get in on the challenge, I'm sorry. I put it out there. I was hoping more people would get in, but I did a weight guesstimation challenge on my catfish video, and yeah, Mullet Lake's supposed to be cool. I want to get up there and try that. But the winners of this challenge, all right, Brian Bullock. I don't know if you're on just yet. Usually you do hop on here, but not sure if you're on. But you won, so. Brian, I'm going to have you, I'll probably get a hold of you on Facebook if you're not on now. You won for Uncle Dale's catfish because his catfish was that's for my catfish, sorry. 8.86 was my cat, and you guessed 8.8. So you actually got that one. Oh, you probably heard the parrot. The parrot screams a lot. Yeah, congratulations, Brian. That was a good guess, man. I was pretty shocked. You all did really good, actually. I mean, the guesses that I seen on here, you guys, a lot of you were right spot on. And then as far as Dale's catfish, Outdoors with T, you were on last week. I don't see you on here just yet, but you won for Uncle Dale's cat. You guessed 1 pound 6 ounce. Dale's cat was 1.58. So you were really close. Yeah, I know. I seen that. I thought you guessed 2, but I must have missed that on here. Nope, you only guessed on Dale's. Sorry about that. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I was trying to message people if they only guessed on 1 to try and do that. But yeah, you all did really good on the guesses. So yeah, I thought Brian just texted me, but yep, I'll probably just have to get a hold of these people. If they don't hop on, I'll have to yeah. Well, Susan didn't guess. I don't think you guys did either. But yeah, Outdoors with T1, one of them, and Brian. Yeah, the guesses were great though. Like I said, I was shocked. Every time I seen a guess, I was like, "Holy cow." Oh yeah, dude. We have burbot. That's I mean, I knew it because they get them a lot through the ice out on Tawas Bay. It's just I've never targeted them. So this year that was one of the specials I wanted to do. I wanted to read up as much as I could about them and try and target them. And that's what I did. I just researched. I seen what all they like to hey Chad, how's it going? I seen what all they like to eat, and as you seen in that video, I use my crappie rigs because that's I like to fish that kind of style on the bottom, and yeah, just rigged them up with the minnows. But if you can get some smelt, you'd be even better off. But yeah, I've got two other spots that I'm planning on fishing, and I am going to do one more this week. And then Friday, me and Susan are going to go out. So I'm going to hopefully get some recording of Susan. And I'm going to be chasing whitefish this week. So I'm going to have another different episode up for you guys. Pretty excited about that. So yeah, because I was actually shocked. They don't usually start till mid-November, but they're starting. Thanks, Jake. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I was more shocked by the mud puppy, I think, out there off the end of the pier. I just never would have imagined. And I honestly wish I could have watched that little guy walking along the bottom to eat my minnow. It's just crazy. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jake. I'm trying. I've got a whole notebook wrote down of stuff that I want to do this year. I've got big plans, and I'd like to try and find like a cheap snowmobile or something because I've got some plans on some big water across the state, and yeah, I'm gonna need something for that. Uncle Dale's gonna be coming up, and he has a quad, so we're gonna take some of them out. And I've had some of my subscribers want to take me on different places, so yeah, I'm definitely fishing different places. Higgins Lake is going to be one of my good episodes. I'm actually going to be meeting up with some of my friends, subscribers down there, and we're going to be getting into some big old Lakers. So, oh, cool. Yeah, our actually today our water trap season opened. So, yep, I'll be hopefully doing that here soon. Because honestly, beaver muskrat's my favorite to eat. So, okay, yeah, hoist I could see. Yep, I've never gotten. I caught one on Vanetton Lake, but it's been like 10 years ago. I caught him. I dropped a night crawler in front of him, and I was shocked. He went and ate it. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, that's the Saginaw Bay one. Yeah, for sure. But that's another one I got to have a quad or something because they go so dang far out there. 12 incher. I think that's about how big mine was. I didn't measure it. Uncle Dale asked, and I'm pretty sure that's about how big it was. Um, yeah, I know catfish and carp pretty good. Well, if you watch, I've got some good catfish episodes. I want to get back down and hit the hot ponds for some more carp. Really, I love catching carp. But yeah, this time of year it just gets crazy. I got so many plans, and I'm hoping the ice comes on quick. I don't like these temperatures we got coming now. It's supposed to be in the 50s and 60s. I was digging the cold really because, I was feeling like we might get some early ice, but I don't know. There was one year that we had ice on Thanksgiving, fishable ice, and me and my buddy Ryan Kaziski, he hops on here sometimes. We actually hit a spot, which I was hoping to do this year, and we tore the walleye and perch up on Thanksgiving Day. That was just amazing. But that was like several years ago, and anymore it seems like we don't get any good ice on different places until around mid-December. So I'm really hoping this year we get some early ice because I just love doing that. But yeah, if you guys, if you hop on here, you enjoy seeing me every weekend or something, make sure you hit that thumbs up. It does help my channel out. Um, like I said, I'm going to be hopping on here every single Sunday night, and just I love chatting with you guys. I always like sharing any kind of information I have, and like I said, I've got a lot of great plans for you guys this year. So. As far as the prize packages go, too, Brian and Outdoors with T, you won't know what you're going to get until you get it. I'm going to have some cool stuff packed up for you. It's just going to be a mix of things. So I'm actually in the process of getting some new outdoor shirts and stuff too. This is my metal detecting one, but I'm actually trying to get some ice fishing ones done right now, and I've got another deer hunting one coming out soon. But yeah, I hope you guys all had a enjoyable Halloween weekend. Um, normally, normally on Halloween, that's one of my favorite nights to hunt. But 40-mile-an-hour winds, it was just insane all weekend. It's been crazy. Yeah, I haven't metal detected since the spring. It's hard for me to, you figure I'm fishing and hunting all the time, so it's really hard for me to try and mix it in. I do have a buddy on here that we're going to be getting together soon. I do have a spot. It's a special spot that I just have to wait for the right time of the year, but we're going to be hitting it soon. Thanks. I'm glad you like that necklace. That's actually got my mom's ashes in it. Yeah, I haven't taken that off since she passed away. It's means a lot to me. Yeah, this wind really sucks. I really hate it. Yeah, I'm glad. Thank you very much. Yeah, this kind of wind ain't good for anything. It's not. I mean, hunting, fishing, whatever. It's not good. Even if I was out metal detecting, it's so bad on the GoPro. I mean, it sounds really bad. So it's not much good. Hey Gordon, how's it going, buddy? 35 walleye, 4 muskie, 1 northern. Dang. Yeah, that's a good day, man. Um, oh, thank you. I'm still trying to learn that thing. I play with it time to time. It just gives me something to do, keeps my mind occupied. As far as that fish that he lost the other day, Brian, I truly don't know because they do get the random stray sturgeon. I've seen every single year I see somebody catch them out of there. So it's very, very possible. The way that thing was fighting, it could have been. But they also get quite a few giant flathead catfish. And when I'm talking giant, I'm talking between 30 and almost 50 pounds. I mean, just giant catfish. So there's really a good chance that it was one of those. Which either way would have been amazing. I mean, the sturgeon definitely would have been cool because that's on both our bucket list. But yeah, they get insane flatheads down there, and that's something that I really want to get into. I'm hoping this year because they get them when they're jigging the walleyes too, to get into them giant cats. So, oh, thank you, Matt. I'm really glad that you like them. I do want to get more metal detecting videos out. I had a bunch of plans this summer, but I mean, once you get into fishing and that, it's just really hard. There's only so much time a day for everything, so it's really tough. Yeah, that's a fun week right there. Lake Sinclair, I'll tell you, I want a sturgeon. I'm actually planning because they do that thing on Black Lake every year through the ice, the whole spearing season thing. I want to get out there. I do not want to spear them because I love sturgeon. I just want to catch one. I want to get a picture of one. I am going to go to Black Lake this winter, though, and drop my underwater camera down because I think I can get some incredible footage out there. That's another place I'm going to have probably a quad or a snowmobile. I know where they go and get the sturgeon. It's just a matter of getting out there. So, yeah, I really want to do that because I got a feeling that would be just a blast. I don't even care if I catch one. Just getting one on camera would be really cool. Yeah, that's cool. Possums are awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the possum video. Oh, no. I lost my very first phone. It was just a flip phone. This was back many, many years ago. But I lost it in Tawas Lake. And I'll never forget, I was so, so mad. The worst part was that lake's so shallow. I mean, I was in like 4 feet of water tops. I could look down the hole, and the darn thing still had the time on, so I could see it. And it just, I don't know, that really got on my nerves. Yeah, that's cool. I caught another skunk today in my yard. Not good. I don't like getting them around my chickens. Yeah, Ruby, she's a trip. I love my little girl. Say little, she's like 65 pounds, but she's my baby. Yeah, catfish noodling is something I've always wanted to do too. I'd like to go down south one day and try that. I'd like to get together with like Hannah Barron or one of those Maine noodlers, because they know right where the cats are at, and just I don't know. I'd like to feel it because I know how those cats bite down. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, Uncle Dale loses phones for sure. The first one he lost, that was kind of a funny story. Um, he dropped it through. His was another flip phone with a big old antenna. Dropped it through the ice, and I had one of those old schoolie rods. Well, I actually managed to drop my lure down there, and I hooked the antenna and got it back up. And he dried it out, and it worked for, I don't know, I think a week, and then it just fried. So, yeah, it didn't last too long, but yeah, I mean a magnet, but really there's no point because once the phone comes up, they're pretty well toast. I don't know. He's not one of the big parrots. He's a little green guy. Um, he's a jerk, really. I ain't gonna lie. I like listening to him, but yeah, he's a Quaker. Susan said it. Um, yeah, he's a Quaker parrot though. They're pretty mean. He likes to bite. Yep, his name's Jaeger. Yeah, the whole not eating catfish out of the river thing. But you know what though? If you think about it, okay, these catfish are going to go into Saginaw Bay, which is part of Lake Huron. Those catfish could travel anywhere. So what? You're not going to eat the catfish that go further south, further north. I mean, it's all the same. I don't know. I don't get it. It always gets on my nerves. Same with the fish up here. I'm going to still eat them. I honestly believe that the fish are probably better for you than the stuff you get in the store that's caked with all kinds of who knows what. So nope, I feel safer eating my fish coming out of the wild. Same with my animals, then, because they say not to eat a lot of you can't eat deer out of certain areas up here because of the PFAS. But you know what? It's already too late. So I'm just gonna keep eating. I feel safer doing that than I do with the groceries. So I've tried showing Jaeger before. It's too dark over there for my laptop. It doesn't show them very well. Yeah, Van Etten. We grew up on Van Etten Lake, and for those of you that know or ever heard of Van Etten Lake, it is one of the most toxic lakes in the state as far as PFAS goes. So, and I mean, when I say we grew up there, we lived there from when we were, toddlers and up, and we had a well, like an actual well, and we were drinking water out of there. So, it's already in our system. If it's going to get me, it's going to get me. I'm not going to let it bother me that bad. I mean, we all die one day. I'm not going to live my life in fear. I'm going to eat what I want to eat when I want to eat it. Yeah, the cats, I mean, yeah, they'll leave you. I mean, I get bit. It definitely hurts because they leave you with like a rash, because they scratch at you, they've got power in them jaws, but not too worried about it. Snow's not too bad. I mean, we had a little bit of snow cover on the ground. It's probably worse now because I got ice on the window. So, but I don't think we're gonna get too much. Yeah. Well, if you Google Van Etten Lake, you'll see that there's a lot of bad stuff as far as history goes there. Oh, deer heads? Oh God, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I think I got 10 right now. Yeah, and they all came from around here. Hopefully, I'll have 11 soon. Yeah, we're getting snow. It actually just started snowing today. Well, I can't say that. We've had a few little snows here and there. When I was out hunting Friday, I got snowed on, and I didn't show it. I don't know if it'll even show on if I show the picture on here, but the other day there was snow around my blind. Let's see. Yeah, it might show. Yeah, if If you look around that skirt, all that white you see there was snow. I just thought it was kind of funny. I got out there to the pop-up blind and there's a bunch of snow around it. Yeah, I ain't letting him out. Samantha would eat him in a heartbeat. Yeah, it's supposed to be warm. I'm not a fan of that. That ain't gonna help the fishing either. So yeah, I probably will. I'm definitely gonna do some steelhead fishing through the ice. That's one of my favorite things to do. I'm not a huge fan of fishing them in the rivers. I used to do it when I was a kid, but I don't know. There's just other things I'd rather be doing. Um, but yeah, through as far as catching them through the ice goes, I've caught some giants. I mean, I've caught them up to like 30 inches through the ice. So yeah. Yeah, that's one day, as far as getting on the road and traveling, I just that comes down to expenses. One day, hopefully, I'll be set to where I can do that kind of stuff because I had big plans this year. I wanted to Robin that's on here. I wanted to travel down to her house in Florida. I was going to paddle with gators in my kayak. I was going to go out and try and catch a shark, tarpon. I mean, I was going to fish my way down, stop and fish in the Mississippi River. Um, hopefully this year I can do it. Last year I got shut down by COVID, so yeah, hopefully this year I can get into it. No, I've never nailed. I've nailed pike heads to the trees. I've actually used to have some cool pike skulls. Nope, Ruby is actually a Walker and Redbone mix. That's why she's so big. She's like 65 pounds. Yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, guys. I appreciate all the likes too. That's you guys are awesome. Okay, that's fine. Thanks for hopping on. I really appreciate that. Okay, I'm glad you guys found a spot for Rosie. She seemed like a good puppy, but yeah, I just, like I said, Ruby's my girl. I've only got so much time with her, and I've got big plans with her this year. So, I only got so much room in my shanty, is what I should say, and I can't be taking on other dogs. So, not at this point in time. Yeah, I've heard that for Rogers City. I got my own spots though, man. I've got some really good ones that yeah, that I don't look for places that people already know about because I don't like having piles of people around me. I try to go where the path less traveled. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Thanks, Rich. For those of you that watch my videos and like my videos and stuff, make sure. Okay, I know this sucks, but make sure you watch the ads if you can. They're not that long usually, and honestly, that's what has to happen in order for me to. Which I'm not getting paid yet. The way it goes is now you have to hit $100 a month average on here to even start getting paid. I was wondering why I hadn't. But yeah, in order for anything to ever happen, you guys got to watch the ads. So if you do, I appreciate it. That'd mean a lot to me. If you don't, well, you don't. But yeah, the ads, that's how it's got to go. Yeah, yeah, Jaeger's evil. I don't know. I don't think he'd eat her. She's too fluffy. I think that's why she sleeps up there. I think he's probably tried to bite her before, and it doesn't do much. Yeah, thank you everybody that watches and subscribes though. You guys are just awesome. I watched that my numbers just hit 1,700 the other day and as of yesterday and I was just thrilled. So, I mean, I might even hit 2,000 now by the new year and that I don't know. I just get excited every time the numbers go up some. Well, I appreciate that, Malik. That's great. Yeah, I try my best. You know what, Dom? Believe it or not, I used to be a lot worse. My sisters will tell you. In fact, I never even used to share where I was fishing with them. Susan will tell you. She'd try to ask where I was fishing, and I wouldn't even tell her. So the fact that I started this on my channel, where I started telling where I was at, that is a big deal. And the only reason I did this, is I wanted to start helping people out. And, some people are getting mad that I'm posting where I'm at, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to fish as many places as godly possible for me. because the more places I fish, the more I can show you guys how great those places are to fish, and then everybody can spread out, because as of right now, like the Saginaw River, yes, it's amazing for walleye. That's why a billion people are there. But if I can find these other places that are great, and show people, well, then they, will know they don't all have to pile on there. I'm just trying to help people out. So, but yeah, Susan knows. It used to be so bad I wouldn't even tell family where I was at. So, yeah. Special question answer about your journey. Yeah, Jaeger's pretty loud. He likes to scream. Sometimes he's cool though. Sometimes he'll whistle. He calls the cat. He says, "Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Um, Come here, Jaeger." He'll sing "Rockin' Robin." Susan taught him that, but he's definitely loud. He likes to scream. Oh man, that Helix 7, I love that thing. And the one thing that I really think is cool about it is, when like, I'm not used to all this new technology, so for me it's a really big deal. But like my old fashioned fishing buddy that you guys used to see me fish with, it would just mark as a fish, like a goldfish cracker, really. Whereas this thing, when it marks a fish, it always looks like a walleye on the screen. Like that's what they chose for the fish. And I just think that's really cool. So like when I mark a fish, boom, a little walleye will pop up and go across the screen. It just gets me even more excited, really. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Man, that'll be cool though to have the 10. I can't imagine. Yeah, the helixes are just a great model all around. Yeah, it takes a little bit to get them figured out, but one thing that I loved about mine that I was just blown away by, because the buddy that helped me get it hooked up as far as the transducer and that, he offered to give me one of those chips that had the lake maps and stuff in it. But then once I plugged it in and started using it, I noticed that most of Michigan's lake maps are already backed up in that puppy. Like it's got all your depths, and I mean it hooks right up to like Navionics. So you've already got a lot of good stuff in there. I was really shocked when I started fishing. Um, where was I? I went in the Asable River was the first place I tried it at, and it instantly gave me all of the depth charts for Lake Huron, and I'm like, oh my god! And it shows the shipwrecks and everything. So like, I really want to get out and try fishing those shipwrecks. I thought that would be a blast. And yeah, the GPS. I never thought I'd really need one, but you know what? If you go out there on that lake, you get a couple miles out, you can't see shore. The GPS is great. And if you're going out, early in the morning or late at night to do some fishing with it, well, it's hard to find the boat launch a lot of the times. I don't know how many times I've gotten lost trying to find the boat launch on the way back. That GPS in the Helix shows you where the boat launch is. So, yeah, it's really honestly a great thing. I'm definitely happy I invested in it. It's just one of those investments that's going to last me many years, and yeah, I put it right up there with the underwater camera. Just a great investment, and the Vexilar. They all have their place. The Vexilar, you guys have seen it. Some of my ice fishing videos. That's something. It's a flasher, is what they call it, and you'll see it used a lot this winter too. But if you're in dingy, dark water where that camera ain't really doing any good, you can't see any fish, those flashers are just amazing, because it don't matter how dark that water is, that flasher will see those fish down there. So it's really a great thing. Well, thanks, Malik, I appreciate that. Okay, have a good night. Yeah, I've been watching. It's funny. I watch my own stuff too. I watch it on my TV. And the other day, I was actually watching my buck one. I got right up on the TV, and because I wanted to see what the heck happened. And for those of you that didn't know, a piece actually broke off of my bow. I was a little bummed. I thought I was done for. Um, this piece right here, I don't know where the rest of it went. There was a piece that came off. This is what you call the arrow retainer or retention or something like that. but this is what held the arrow in place. It put pressure on the arrow. I had to slide the arrow up under this, and that way, the arrow wouldn't fall out or anything if I move the bow. Well, it somehow broke, and it might have been broke when I took that shot. That might have been because that shot really wasn't all that great. I'm kind of glad I missed, but yeah, this was broken, so that didn't help at all. But I got a new piece, got it put on. I actually went out yesterday and sighted it in again because I had to. The new piece is a little tighter, but now it's sighted in even better than before. So I can hit the bullseye every time now from like 30 yards. So yeah, all it's going to take now is a couple nice bucks coming close or me to sneak up on them. So yeah, I'm going to try. I've got what they call it's a hunting chair, really. It's kind of neat. You sit in it, and then you can pull the back over you, and it's all camouflaged, and you got a window. I don't like hunting it out of it that much because you don't have much room in it as far as your bow goes. So it's kind of tricky, and it makes a lot of noise if you do move. But I am going to be using it to sneak up on those bucks probably tomorrow. I think it's still supposed to be a little windy, but I think I'm going to try and get up on them tomorrow. I'm going to head up to their main trailhead, and I'm going to try and cut them off. No, I am getting a new bow, though. I just haven't got it yet. Nope, it's going to happen. I'm happy that I was able to get that part because, like I said, the old bow, it shoots. The new bow is going to shoot like 175 feet per second quicker than the old bow, so it's going to be a lot nicer. I think I'm going to do that again, actually, Brian, because if you watch my video with the hot ponds, I did have another camera mounted. I actually had it mounted on the middle seat facing me. That way I could have that video angle plus the video off my head. I keep meaning to put that in there, and I'm going to have to do that for when Dale's up here again when we go to Saginaw. But it's definitely a lot nicer to have that extra camera angle. I'm just not sure as far as in the back of the boat. It depends on what boat you got. I mean, if you've got one of those boats where you can drive it, then that's perfect. Like my boat, obviously, if I put it in the back, it's going to be too close to me. That's why I had to have it in the middle. But yeah, I bought a really cool camera mount that I can actually just kind of clamp onto anything. So I put a 2x4 up in the boat last summer, and I was able to clamp it right to that, which is what I'm probably going to do tomorrow for hunting too. I'll probably nail down a board and mount my camera on there. So that'll be cool. No, my other one shot, I sent you the, yeah, I don't say it anymore. I gave up on it. I mean, I'd rather people didn't swear in my videos, but Uncle Dale swears so much. Honestly, it's just too much for me to cut out of him. So I gave up on cutting it out. I honestly not even going to try. So I just let him do his thing. But I think since I told him that, he's actually, calmed down. I don't get nearly the bad words that I used to. No, he doesn't have a filter, and he literally swears, not just when he's catching fish. It's literally within minutes. Like he's just always saying them for some reason. No, the bow that I have now only shoots 245 feet per second. The one that I'm getting is going to be 370. So yeah, it's definitely going to be quicker. And the new bow is going to be a lot lighter too. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I can't really stop people. Even the other day on my Burbot episode, I don't know if you guys know this, but there was a random guy out there walleye fishing, and he I think he dropped the F-bomb or something, but can't really stop people do what they do. I don't do it. I kind of want to be, I want to be more like the Hank Parker, kind of guy. I don't know, those of you that watched his show, he was more aimed towards teaching children how to fish and all that stuff, with Kids Corner and that's kind of what I want to do. So, I'd like to be able to, not swear and just be out there to help, kids and anybody really get into fishing. But oh geez, that ain't good. Yeah, I about stepped on a skunk last night. I went out to shut the barn and he was out there and ran right under my chicken house, so I had to get rid of him. Yeah, it could be pretty cool to record. Yeah, the next time I see a possum, I'm actually gonna pick the thing up because everybody was so shocked with me petting it. It was kind of funny. But yeah, I love possums. Well, thanks, Brian. I appreciate that, and I love the fact that your kids watch it, man. It's great. That's what I'm aiming for. I want to be able to help everybody out there. I've had kids on here. There was one kid in particular not that long ago that said I think he said he was only 14 or something, just getting into hunting, and he had some hunting questions. And to me, that's great. I love being able to help kids that are interested in getting into our outdoors. I love being able to help them do that because that's what it's all about. We got to keep our traditions going for years and years to come. And the only way we can do that is to pass on our information, pass on our knowledge, pass on our passions and love. And that's what we're here to do, and that's what I want to do for sure. That was part of why I wanted to start the channel in the first place, is just so I could help everybody. So, yeah, but like I said, I've got, that's weird. Well, I didn't do it, sis, so I got no idea why Robin got restricted. No idea whatsoever. Yeah, that's very odd. But no, I have lots of big plans this winter, guys. I've been, when Uncle Dale was up here, we were just chatting away. I showed you guys before. I use those Michigan fishing map books. Okay, there you go. I use those Michigan fishing map books, and I actually go through there and I pick certain lakes that I just, dream lakes really that I want to hit, and I'll jot them down and I try to make some plans on them. And I like to look too and see if there's been any videos made on them, because I definitely would love to be the first one to make some videos on them. A lot of them that I'm writing down don't have very good videos on them, so I'm really looking forward to change that. Just like the burbot, there really wasn't any good burbot episodes that I could find other than a few through the ice. So the fact that I was able to get one going, I was super excited about that. Like, I wasn't totally sure I'd get on them that day, but I did my research. I did what I thought I had to do, and sure enough, it all panned out. So, yeah, to me, that was just an exceptional day. Well, I appreciate that, Brian. I mean, I make do with what I have. I always have. I've never had much. Honestly, what I have right now is more than I've ever had in my life, and I try to keep progressing. But yep, never been one to have much. So kind of grew up a little poor, but we had family love, and that's all we needed. So thank you, sis. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's I get out there and to me, it's funny. I have a lot, people like to say the phrase, it ain't about catching, it's about fishing. But honestly, for me, it's about catching. I love to catch fish. When I go, that's what I'm out to do. And yeah, so far everything's been good. I'm hoping to do a lot more catching here real quick. Like I said, this week I'm planning another burbot episode for you guys. But it's going to be a burbot mixed with whitefish, because those two go together kind of like bread and butter. They're in about the same time. They like that same temperature water. They like the same piers with the rocks. Hey, Mark. Yeah, that's all you need, man. It's really all you need. But yeah, I'm going to get out. I'll just explain to you guys now, for those of you that's never fished whitefish. One thing that I love fishing about them is it's just like fishing for bluegills. Those of you that like to fish for panfish, you will love fishing for whitefish, because you're using a little bobber, little float, something like that. Teardrops, which I'm gonna, use my buddy's brand of teardrops, and yeah, I'm gonna try and get things done out there. But yeah, you just tip them with a wax worm. I mean, it's just like the winter time, and especially I like the windy days, because you can throw that thing out there. You don't have to jig it. You just let the waves do their thing and wait for it to go down. One thing though, they've got really, really soft lips. Like, they've almost got sucker lips, except they're really easy to rip. So when you're fighting them, you really want to be careful with them. It's easy to rip them out. But yeah, that's something I'm going to be doing this week. I figure I'll head out in the daytime, nail some whitefish, and then stay later and try and get into the burbot. So yeah, they should be really good together. Yeah, they have really, really tender mouths, kind of like a crappie. Those of you that catch crappie, you know that you don't want to horse them. In fact, a lot of times I'm almost scared to try and lift a big crappie because it's so easy for that hook to pop out of that mouth. So, but yeah, they've got a soft mouth, just like a crappie. I love you too, sis. Thank you very much. Well, thank you, Brian. I really appreciate that, man. I try my best, and I'm really happy that I started going on live like this because every week I just love to chat with you guys, and every week it seems like we get like one more new person on here to talk with, and it's just been really great. Hi, baby girl. So yeah, you guys definitely make my week worth it every time. Oh, somebody's tired. Oh, that's a good question. I actually should probably look that up. I mean, not that it matters right now, but when I go, because it changed since I fished them last. And there's another fish that you'll catch when you're catching whitefish, and they're called a menominee. They look a lot alike. The color is a little different. They're not as shiny, and they actually have a unique smell to them. It's kind of odd, but when you catch one, because they've got a funky smell, the menominee do. But I actually like to eat them just as much as I do the whitefish. Okay, here we go. Open all year, no minimum size, 10 of them. You're allowed 10, and that goes with the 10 in combination with the menominee. So, yep. But that'll make for some darn good eating right there. Whitefish is definitely one of the top 5 of my favorite fish to eat, along with crappies. Yeah, crappies, I mean, this time of year, definitely a little mushier because, that's just the warm water, but I like them. I'll eat them no matter when. All right, Brian, you have a good night too, and I really appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully you'll get to see that big buck. I'm gonna be after him. It's supposed to be a good week. It's gonna be warmer, which I don't like because I like to hang my deer, but I'm still gonna be targeting him. I'll probably be out all week long after that sucker. So yeah, just stay tuned, and hopefully I'll have a really good episode going for you, Brian. Yeah, angry kitty. Yeah, that's well, that's because Samantha likes to hop on Maggie and like beat her up. She's kind of a mean kitty. But yeah, this week should be exciting. Like I said, I'm planning. I'm gonna have to do it really carefully because I don't want to mess up any fishing days. But I'm probably gonna, because it's as far as the whitefish and burbot go, you want to pick a day that's a little windier. Those seem to be the better days to fish for them. I think it's because the waves crashing off the rocks can knock more feed into the water. Not totally sure. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, the windy days, like the other day when I was getting those burbot, they actually stopped biting when the wind calmed down. So I really think that has a lot to do with it. So I'm gonna pick. We got one day that's supposed to be like 10 to 15. I think that's the day that I'm gonna choose to head out for some fish. So yep. Hopefully you guys stay tuned for that because it should be exciting. But the rest of the week I'm going to be hunting, except for Friday. Hopefully Friday is a decent day, and I'm going to take Twilight Babe. That's my little sister, Susan. I'm going to take her out fishing and try and get her on her very first burbot. Because I was telling her the fight is insane. I mean, honestly, it's the craziest fight I've had. Do you live close by here, Rich? I can't remember if you lived up near here. I mean, I see it. sucks is usually on those hot days I end up taking it to Wellman's to have it done. I like processing it myself because it saves a lot of money. But I also need it to be chilly. So yeah, walking definitely cool because I like to hang my deer. I like to age it for like 3 days or something when I get them. I almost took a nice doe the other day though. It was tough, but once the one doe came out, and then I ended up with like 20 deer coming out. I'm like, oh my god! I knew there'd be bucks. I seen probably 7 other bucks the other day, smaller ones, but they all had nice little baskets. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's exciting watching them. And I'm hoping this week, because of the moon phases we've had, there should be some action as far as the rut goes. Should be some fighting, grunting stuff. I mean, hopefully things will be kicking in. Okay, Barton City. Yeah, that'll work then. That's not too far at all. I'll definitely get a hold of you. I'll get a hold of you for sure if I end up getting one. So yeah, I think I'm gonna hold on to my doe tag for a little while longer because I know rifle season. I'll be able to do that pretty quick and easy. And I've got a blind out on public land too that I've been wanting to hunt that I just haven't tried yet. I might even do that this week too. We'll just see. But I'm really thinking I can get on that dang big buck. And he's cool. He's got I'm going to call him Captain Hook. We used to have one up here that was like him, and I'm betting he's in the gene pool. But his antler comes out, and then it does a weird hook this way. And yeah, I'm going to call him Captain Hook. But he came out the other day with my buck. And honestly, he was way nicer. Just a really crazy looking deer, and that's the one I want. So I'm gonna try and get Captain Hook this week. That's my game plan. He would have been a super easy shot with the rifle, but with the bow, not so much. He was too far. But I'm gonna try and get right on that game trail this week. I seen where he came out. I know where to go. Yeah, somebody gotta go potty. You can wait a minute though. You can wait. Crazy dogs. All right, sis. Thank you again for hopping on. I love you too. And yeah, I really appreciate you getting on here every day. And yeah, give Jack a hug for me. Yeah, 4 a.m. comes up pretty quick. I felt bad. I was supposed to go duck hunting this morning with my buddy John. He was up here. That stupid time change. I mean, I didn't even get home from the Halloween party last night till, I don't know, like 1:30, 2 a.m. And then, yeah, with the time change, I had to get up at like 5 a.m. That didn't work out very well. I ended up sleeping past my alarms. So, and then he ended up having to leave early. So we didn't end up hunting today. I want to get my buck out of the way, though, so I can do some duck hunts because I just love doing that. But yeah, fishing for them whitefish, though, like I said, it's just like fishing for bluegills with the bobber and everything. That's one of the reasons I really love it. My costume, I was actually a fox, and I wanted to be like a foxy guy. So I had a fox head, which is pretty cool, and then it was I had a fur jacket, and then like a dressy shirt underneath, dress pants. Like I was, a foxy dude. So yeah, it was pretty cool. And the fox mask actually was one of those ones where when I opened my mouth to talk, it would talk, open its mouth too. So yeah, I actually freaked out some kids. It was funny. They walked into the bar and looked at me, and I stared at them, and then I said something to them, and it was hilarious. Yeah, I was actually going to sing that last night, but I didn't. I try to stick to. I've got about 200 songs that I sing when I'm at karaoke. Not in one night, obviously, but I've got a mix of about 200 that I can choose from. Got quite a few songs. You have a great night too, June. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully this week I've got some more great footage coming out. Really hoping to get that buck, hoping to get some more good fishing episodes. So hopefully it's just a outdoor jammed week. So it's definitely going to be decent outside. So it's something I should probably try and enjoy while I can. But I hope you have a great week too. And yeah, we'll keep in touch. But all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna hop off of here. I'm gonna have to message the winners because they didn't hop on today. But yeah, thank you everybody for getting into it. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the subscribers. Thank you just in general for being there. You guys rock. And I wouldn't know what to do without you. You guys make my days every week. So yeah, I really appreciate it. Bye, Malik. Have a good night. So, all right. Well, I hope you guys all have a good night and a great week. Love you guys bunches, and yeah, have fun. Thank you very much. All right. Good night, guys.